Welcome back students to the grammar class session. In the previous class we completed chapter 2, that is types of sentence. Today we will discuss about another chapter, that is chapter 3. Here chapter 3 is, write down students in your English grammar note, chapter 3 is subject verb agreement. So students, this chapter is easy for you because in class 9, when you were in class 9, in English grammar 2, in the Holy Faith grammar, you had already taught about subject verb agreement. You are already taught, you know well about subject verb agreement. That's why this unit is very easy for you. Although you know about subject verb agreement, I am telling in detail about this chapter. Let us discuss this chapter, that is subject verb agreement. First look at the person table. First person, second person, third person. Singular, plural. First person singular I, plural we. Second person singular you, plural you. Third person singular he, she, it, Rama, Hari, Govinda, Gopala, Sita, chair, table. First person plural they. You know student, if you want to use be verb, you have to use I after I am. We are, you are, he, she, it is, they are. If you want to use do have verb, I have, we have, you have, he, she, it has, they have. If you want to use a full verb, for example, go or come or cook or read, you have to write I go, we go, you go, he, she, it goes, they go. These are correct. If I say I are, it will be wrong. See students, someone asks you, how are you? You have to say I am fine. You can't say I are fine. You have to say I am fine. So after I, you can only use am, you cannot use is or are. After we, you only use are, you cannot use is or am. After you singular plural, you cannot use is or am, you have to use are. Here third person singular, you cannot use are or am, you have to use is. In third person plural, you cannot use is or am, you have to use are. Because if you use are after I, it is not correct. That means the subject I does not agree with the verb are. The subject I does not agree with the verb is. The subject I agrees with the verb am. For example, we. The subject we does not agree with the verb am. The subject we does not agree with the verb is. The subject we agrees with the verb are. So you, for example, you singular and plural. The subject you does not agree with the verb is or am. It agrees with the verb are. Here he, she, it. These three subjects, they do not agree with am or are. They agree with is. So it is subject verb agreement. For example, they. The subject they does not agree with the verb am or are, am or is. It agrees with the are. So they are called the subject verb agreement. Then student, take the example of have and has. If the subject is I, you cannot use has because I does not agree with has. We, you have to use have because we does not agree with has. You does not agree with has. You agrees with have. He, she, it, they do not agree with have. They agree with has. They does not agree with has. It agrees with have. Just like that full verb. I come. We come. You come. You come. He, she, it comes. They come. I agrees with come. I does not agree with comes. We agree with go. We does not agrees with goes. You agrees with read. You does not agree with read. This is called, student, subject verb agreement. I go, subject verb agreement. The subject I agrees with go. I goes is not subject verb agreement because I does not agree with the verb goes. For example, just like that, we go, we agrees with the verb go. We does not agree with the verb goes. So this is called subject verb agreement. So it is very simple. For example, as I said, someone asks you, are you a student? The person asked you question using are, but you have to use using am. Yes, I am a student. So here I agrees with am. This is called subject verb agreement. Okay, students, in this chapter, write down in your grammar note, in this chapter you have to know the following 16 points. In this chapter you have to know the following 16 points about subject verb agreement. If you know the following 16 points, you can do any question of subject verb agreement. They are, write down, they are, the first one, 1A. I have taken two examples. There is a book on the table. There are 3 books on the table. Look, students, here both the sentence begins with there, but here the verb is, here the verb is are. Why? Because here a book singular noun, here 3 books plural noun. That means here there is no value of there. This is called dummy there. There is present, but it has no value because the verb depends on this noun. The noun comes after the verb. You have to look at this noun and you have to use verb here. You have to look at this noun and you have to verb here. So what is the formula, students? Verbs used after introductory there. Introductory there means if a sentence begins with there, here both the sentence begin with there, have to agree with the noun, the real subject coming after them. These two are called introductory there. They have no value at all. They are called dummy, D-U-M-M-Y, dummy there. Dummy there. The dummy word is used in films. In films, the dangerous scenes are not made by the heroes. Someone else makes them. For example, a hero have to jump from the bridge to the river. Actually, the hero does not jump. Another man looks like him, jumps. So he is called dummy actor. So here these two has no value. The real subject is here. Although the sentence is here, this is not the subject. The real subject is this, and you have to use verb according to them. This is used here. The verbs used after introductory there means begins of there have to agree with the noun, the real noun coming after them. So you have to see here and fill in the verb. You have to see here and fill in the verb. So students, let's come to 1B. In 1A, we discussed about the subject there. if the subject is there, the verb may be singular or plural. But here, see, here the sentence begins with it. The verb is. It is 1:30. That means you are telling about time, 1:30. It, subject, the verb is was. It was 3 kilometers to the beach. You are telling about distance. Here also the subject is. The verb is was. Raining heavily. You are telling about weather. So remember, student, when the subject is it and this part tells about time or distance or weather, only three. Time or distance or weather, the verb is always singular. So when it is here and it is telling about time, you can write is or was. You cannot use are or were. When it is here and telling about distance, you can use is or was. You cannot use are or were. When it is here and telling about weather, raining heavily is weather, you have to use is or was. You cannot use are or were. So what is the formula here, student? When it comes as subject, here it comes as subject and tells about time, distance and weather. This is telling about time, this is telling about distance, this is telling about weather. The verb is always singular. You cannot use plural verb here. But remember, student, the sentence must begin with it and it must tell about time or distance or weather only, nothing else. It must tell about time, distance and weather. Okay, students, this is about use of it. Let students come to point 2. I have taken 4 examples. 60 kilometers plural is singular verb, not a long distance for a bike rider. 70 years plural noun is singular, a very long time. 4 kilos of sugar plural, cost singular verb, 80 rupees. 1 lakh rupees plural is singular verb, is a big amount for poor people. See, student, here 60 kilometers, 70 years, 4 kilos of sugar, 1 lakh of rupees. 50 kilometers is not a long distance for a bike rider. A bike rider, if he wants, can cover 60 kilometers in 45 minutes or 1 hour. 70 years is a very long time. A person who lives 70 years means 70 years into 365 days he lives. Long time. 4 kilos of sugar, 4 kilos, plural, but it's singular. 1 lakh rupees, plural. There's a big amount for poor people. For a poor people, 1 lakh is very big amount. For a rich people, who earns lakhs of money every month is not a big amount. So students, what I meant here, the formula is when a plural number applies to, this is the plural number, 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 applies to distance. Here applies to distance. Time, here it applies to time. Weight, here applies to weight. Weight. So here distance, here time, here weight, and amount of money. This applies to amounts of money. And represent a single figure or quantity. 70 kilometers is a single figure. 70 years is a single figure. 4 kilos of sugar is a single figure. 1 lakh of rupees is a single bundle. And represents a single figure or quantity, is treated as singular and takes a singular verb. So remember, if this one is plural, telling about distance, plural, telling about time, plural telling about weight, plural telling about money, and considered singular always takes singular verb. You cannot use are here, cost here, cost here. You have to use is, cost, and cost. This is formula number 2, students. Hello. Let students come to point 3a. Bread and jam is the favorite breakfast of my brother. Bread is a noun, jam is a noun, it is joined with and verb is. Truth and honesty is the best policy. Truth is a noun, honesty is a noun, joined with and the verb is singular. Rice and dalma is my favorite food. Rice is a food, dalma is a food, joined with the help of and the verb is singular. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow is a verb, slow is a noun, race is a steady is a noun, joined with and the verb is singular. So student, what is the rule here? If two nouns joined by and, this is a noun, 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 this is a noun. The two nouns are joined by and are considered as a single object or notion. Notion means idea. Bread and jam is considered as single. Truth and honesty considered single. Rice and dalma is considered single. Slow and steady is considered single. They always take singular verb. You cannot say bread and jam are. You cannot write truth and honesty are. You cannot write rice and dalma are. You cannot write slow and steady win. You have to use is and wins here. So remember students, when two nouns joined by and they consider a single notion or idea, the verb is always singular. Okay. Now students, come to 3b. In 3a, we knew that two nouns joined by and regarded singular takes a singular verb. But here student, Harish is a singular noun, his mother is singular noun, joined with and the verb is plural. 4 men is a plural noun, 5 women is another plural noun. They are joined with the help of and the verb is plural. So student, what is the rule here? In this case, two singular, these are the two singular nouns or plural subjects. These are two plural subjects and joined by and, they are joined by and, make the total subject plural. The total subject becomes plural. The total subject becomes plural. So they take a plural verb. So write down student. In this case, two singular or plural subject joined by and make the total subject plural, takes a plural verb. You cannot use has here. You cannot use is here. These are two singular nouns, these are two plural nouns, but they are joined by and. They make the whole subject plural. So they always take plural verb. Students, come to 4a. This is very important. And some students think that it is very difficult. But see students, here the jury. Jury means a group of judges are called jury. The jury were divided in their opinions. Here, the jury has selected me as the best singer. See students, here the noun is jury, here the noun is jury, but here the verb is plural, here the verb is singular. How can you know? The jury is called a collective noun. The other collective nouns are family, committee, jury. Jury means group of judges. You may see the song competition, the dance competition. There are 4 or 5 members who judges. here the jury were divided in their opinion. Think that I am the singer, and 5 judges are sitting in front of me. After my singing, 3 judges gave me 10 out of 10. 2 judges gave me only 1 and 2 marks. So they divided in their opinion. Some thought that I was very strong, and some thought that my song was not at all good. So here the jury divided in the opinion plural, but the jury has selected me as the best singer. Think that I am the singer, I am singing, I sing. All the 5 judges gave 10 out of 10 to me. So here the jury become singular. The other are family. You know, family is considered father, mother, son and daughter. Think that we have to. The father has gone to Calcutta. The mother has gone to Bhubaneswar. The brother has gone to Mumbai. The sister has gone to Chennai. But the family, you have to, if you want to say family has been, you want to say the family has been living, but father, mother, son and daughter have gone to market. The family has. Another is committee. Think of a school. Our school has a committee. In the committee, president is there, vice president is there, secretary is there, joint secretary is there, treasurer is there, 2 members are there, 7 members are there in our school. Think that our school committee is discussing to buy about a bus. 4 members agreed to buy the bus. 3 members did not agree. So they divided. The committee divided on their opinion. Another example, all the 7 members, the president, the secretary, etc., all agreed to buy a bus. The committee has decided to buy a bus. So children, remember, jury, family and committee, like this, these nouns are called a collective noun. The verb depends whether it is telling about plural or singular. Here it is plural, so where? Here it is singular, it has. So committee has, committee have. Family has, family have. So these are the collective noun. It depends on whether it is telling about singular or plural. You have to think, then you have to answer. So students, let's come to point 4b. The examples are the police, verb are. The police are called corona warriors. Now students, the corona disease is going on. 3 kinds of people are called corona warriors. The doctor, the medical staff, the police and the sweepers. So the police are called corona warriors. Police, a noun, verb is plural. The people of Odisha, the people, see here, the noun is people. The people of Odisha are very honest. The poultry have been fed. The poultry, you know, the hen farm, any bird's farm is called poultry. So here, the police, the people, or poultry, they are always plural. I have written here. Another reason, the cattle, the cows, the goats are cattle. The cattle are grazing near in our new playground. You know, our school has a new playground. The new playground is full of green grass. If you go to the playground, you see a lot of cattle grazing. So for police, people, poultry means birds and cattle, you have to use plural. I have written some nouns like police, people, cattle, etc. always take plural verb. You cannot use singular. If you want to them singular, if you want to tell about a police, you have to say a policeman. A policeman is, the police are. A policeman has, the police have. So remember students, police, people, cattle, poultry, etc. These noun always take plural verb. They do not use singular. I told you, if you want to make them singular, you have to say a policeman. If you say the police, you have to use plural. This is very important, students. Okay, students, let's discuss the last point of today's class, point number 5. This is very easy, students. My mother's clothing, the cloth of your mother, all the clothes is very expensive. Food noun is necessary for everyone. Our old furniture, you know furniture, chairs, tables, bed, almirah, dressing table, dining table, all are called furniture. Our old furniture needs repairing. The scenery is. So remember, student, when the noun is clothing, pant, shirt, sari, etc. Food, rice, dal, curry, all the food. Furniture, chair, table, bed, almirah, dressing table. Stationery, you know a lot of things are there in the stationery. The nail polish, the powder, the creams, all are called stationery. Cutlery, do you know, students, what is cutlery? You don't know? It is very easy. Cutlery means the forks and spoons. The spoon, we eat with spoon, and when we eat chow mein, we eat fork. The forks and spoons means, remember, forks and spoons, plural. It is called cutlery. And do you know what is crockery? C-R-O-C-K-E-R-Y, crockery. Crockery means the dishes on which our mother cooks. The rice is cooked, the dal is cooked, all are called crockery. Jewelry, finger ring, earring, necklace, bangles, all are called jewelry. Scenery, different scenery. The sunset scenery, the sunrise scenery, the mountain scenery, the sky scenery. They look like plural, but they take singular verb. So remember, clothing, food, furniture, stationery, cutlery, crockery, jewelry and scenery, they always take singular verb. You cannot say food are. You cannot say our furniture need. You cannot say the sceneries. These are the nouns which always take singular. Remember, students. So students, today we discussed 5 points. Actually, we discussed 1A, 1B, then 2, then 3A, 3B, then 4A, 4B, and 5. Already, although we discussed 5, we actually discussed 8 points. Again, I am repeating. The first one is use of there. The second one is use of it. The third one is use of 5 kilometers, 60 years. The fourth one is use of bread and butter. The fifth one is use of singular or plural nouns. The sixth one is use of jury, committee, family, collective noun. The seventh one is use of police, people, cattle and poultry, always plural. And the last one, food, clothing, furniture, stationery, cutlery, crockery, jewelry, scenery, etc. Please write down all the points in your notebook. After writing, you can do activity 1. For example, I am giving an example of activity 1. The police dash chasing the burglar. Burglar means the thief. The police. I said the police is plural. The options are given here, is or are. You have to use are. The police are chasing the burglar. So write down the question in blue ink and write down the option answer in black. Okay, students? I think you can easily do, but remember, at first write down all the points I have written. If you want to write down, what you have to do, when you are watching my YouTube class, make a screenshot, then you can write. After writing, read all the note I given, then do activity 1. I will discuss the answers of activity 1 in the next class. But students, remember, don't think that Gurju will tell all the answer in the next class. We will do the answer. Try yourself. You may be wrong. Try yourself. You may be wrong. But don't wait for my answer. So, I hope you will do activity 1. Thanks, students.